everyone, this is Nikki K. So I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot message for all the signs from the week of Monday the 13th of September. So I've got two cards here. I love these cards, especially this card. I'll be asking a question, what you need to work with, and it can be general. It could also be your love life, work life. It depends what the card messages are going to be saying. Okay, so the first person we're going to work with is Virgo. So Virgo, the first card message you have is from Venus. So Venus, the planet Venus, is actually asking you, Virgo, to really connect to things that you love. You know, it could, things that you actually find beautiful, Virgo. So this could be, something to do with your work, something to do with your health, your routines. This is also about you really taking care of yourself, connecting to nature, connecting to Mother Nature, really, feeling, really beautifying yourself, but also feeling feeling that warmth. Because I feel a lot of you are actually working extremely hard this week because we have the new moon that has gone into your sign. The next two card messages that you have is from the Justice card. Now the Justice card is asking you, Virgo, to, some of you may be very much in your head a lot this week. I'm getting this sort of like screaming feeling like there's so much to do, so much to say. I feel that there's a lot of people asking you to do a lot of things, and you may be, just be doing too much. You're not really connecting. There's this not connection to what's going on within inside you, hence why we got the Venus card. So it's just asking you to like try and get out of your head sometimes and connect. Next card message you have is the Eight of Pentacles, and you couldn't make this up because it's actually one of your cards. So yes, you are working very hard. It's also asking you to work on something that you love, not something that you are bound to do. What do you love, Virgo? What do you want to do? Some of you may even decide to change like careers at this point, because you feel that, you're putting a lot of work in and nothing is coming out. So really make that change and work hard on making that change as well, okay? Then we have Libra. So Libra, what message do you have? You have the Earth card. So the Earth card, like emotionally, is asking you to like ground yourself, because we have the, Mercury's in your sign. It's going retrograde, and it's not going to be easy for you to ground. So it's asking you to ground yourself, emotionally, physically. If it means going to the park, being around nature, but also grounding yourself by being with your friends, even like your partner. Your partner could be an earth sign, so could your friends, or they could have elements of earth. Earth, when it means earth as well, it's about, having like really earthy conversations, meaningful conversations as well. The other two card messages that you have is from the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is, for me, for you, Libra, it's like, even though it's, it's about grounding yourself, there's this element of you not, showing that this sort of like wearing like a bit of a mask. And this mask could be you being quite serious. This could be at work. This could be you, showing the world what you're about. A lot of you are very much in your head. It could be, there could also be a bit of a rigidness with you. So it's very important for you to actually, ground. And the rigidness could be because, you're probably taking a lot of things very seriously at the moment. And, more or less so you should. You're a bit of the star of the show. But, it's about you. It's about how you're coming across as well. So just being a bit mindful of how you're coming across. This last card message you have, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a change coming. You know, I feel some of you deep down know there's the change coming. That's probably one of the reasons why you are like controlling what's going on beside you, how you're projecting. So the Wheel of Fortune is showing that there's lots of changes coming, and you may not be able to control the change. There may be a change in every aspect of your life. That's one, I think some of you actually are probably anticipating this change coming. But I feel that the change is actually going to be very good. I feel like some of the changes that come for you, Libra, is, you know, it's going to be for like your better good. And you know, I feel that after the change does actually come this week, you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, because it's something that some of you have actually wished for. Scorpio, what's your heart message saying? So, ooh, you have Mars. And you know, that Mars is actually your co-ruler. Mars is your co-ruler, Scorpio. So, a lot of you Scorpions, it's quite a fiery week. You know, you're edging. It's like you're edging close. You're wanting to edge closer to something. You're probably pushing yourself too much. You know, there's you know, Venus is in your sign, so the Mars card could also be like it's. I feel it's your passion. There's a lot of passion going on within inside you. But, you know, be mindful not to burn yourself out, because, you know, when you're rushing, the rushing could also be of excitement. This could be like a new lover that some of you have in your life, or some of you actually going for someone that you actually want. So I feel a lot of you do feel very fearless this week, you know, and also with Mars being there as well. Mars, what you're working with is, it's sort of like Anna Nutton to you. It's like, okay, but, you know, just, you know, listen to your body so you don't burn yourself out. The second two cards that you have is the Magician and the Nine of Wands. So the Magician card is about, you know, your manifestations, what's going on up the top, what's going on in your mind. I feel there's a lot of new beginnings happening for a lot of you. But, you know, because the Mars energy you're working with, things could speed up very quickly. I feel that you want a lot of things to come quickly. I feel a lot of you Scorpions, there's things that you actually want to happen now. So maybe lots of communications happening. But, you know, I feel that some of you need to also decide which is like the best thing for you, you know, because the Nine of Wands is also showing that some of you may be feeling very much, you know, this is like, you know, this is mine and I want it. So you, and also you may want it all. So I feel there's a lot of decisions that you have to make, you know. That's one of probably reasons why a lot of you are like rushing and wanting things to come very quickly, because, you know, opportunities come, decisions have to be made. You know, do you want them all, or are you going to like try and slow down and pick the right thing? Sagittarius, what's you going to work? Ooh, you have the Water card. So this is about you, Mr. or Mrs. Sagittarius, grounding yourself, but in an emotional way, connecting more to your heart. This card is beautiful because it's like a not Reiki, but it's like, you know, the chakras. So it's asking you to, you know, I feel some of you may even start doing a spiritual practice this week, because to clear your chakras, to get in touch with what's going on deep within inside you. This can also help you see that if there's any issues that you have physically or emotionally, if you continue to, you know, look inside and connect to like your heart, then things will be a bit more clearer for you. The two other messages that you have, is from the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands reverse. So the Page of Cups is, you know, the Page of Cups is, there is loads of, I feel that there's some messages coming to a lot of you guys, you know, and I feel that some of you are also, you know, really wanting, like this week, I feel that some of you are really wanting to, like either initiate like a plan or an action, but you sort of have to wait. You sort of have to like listen to what's being said and listen to what's not being said, because you know it can be quite a deceitful time for a lot of you this week. And you know the Page of Cups is also showing, you know, listen to, you know, be mindful, not mindful, but look around your surroundings, because you know there's something hidden that's not being said. And the Page of Wands reversed is, you know, whenever we have like a the Ace of Wands, whenever you have an Ace of Wands, it is a new beginning, but because it's reversed, it means that for me, it means for you Sagittarius, there's some delay that's happening. And this delay could be emotional, it could be physical, it could also be mental, it could also be like a project that you want to do is actually delayed. You have to look, you know, once again, you have to look at what's not being said. So whether it's a contract, what someone could be talking very surface based, and then, you know, you're still not getting all the answers. So a little bit more digging needs to be had this week. Okay. Capricorn, what's your main message, either from the planets or the signs? You have Mercury. So Mercury is the mind, on how you communicate. So Capricorns, I know a lot of you, you know, there could be a lot of spinning going around Capricorns. There could be a lot of communication. There could be a lot of like emails that's going on. Mercury's we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. So this is going to be, you know, you may feel quite uncomfortable because things are moving very fast. As you can see, there's like a whirlwind. So even though things seem very like nice and pleasant, the mind is actually spinning. There's a lot going on, and I feel some of you may even struggle this week to like keep up, because you're used to working at a pace that's comfortable for you. So, you know, just work with what's comfortable for you. You know, do as much as you can. Don't feel any way. Feel free to not really answer everything that comes your way. You know, work with your own energy. The 2 card messages that you have is, ooh, the 6 of Pentacles and the Temperance card. These are lovely cards for you. And you know that the Pentacles cards are at your domain anyway. So this is I feel that a lot of you could be, you know, sharing lots of ideas this week. I feel there's a lot of like, you know, especially going with the Mercury card, there could be a lot of like business calls going on. It's about you getting back to work. There could be like, you know, especially when it comes to like contracts as well. I think it's really good to like try and sign, as you know, work with your energy, but sign what's most important. Sign the most important like contracts basically. Take your time as well, you know, look at the paperwork properly, because you know a lot of things could be coming to you very quickly. It could be 6 things coming. Look at the most important things, you know. Don't rush to make a decision, you know, because you know, even though the 6 of Pentacles, it is about like abundance, but it's also, you know, you've got the scale, so there's like a decision being made. So this card is just showing you to like, you know, when it comes to making a decision, don't rush it, you know, think things through, because it will be more abundant for you. You've got the Temperance card, which is helping you with like moderating your thoughts, not rushing, not doing things too quick. You know, try and have some time by yourself, you know, try not to guess the outcome that could actually happen. If things do go wrong this week as well, know that that's when it's time for you to like step back. Some of you Capricorns may even want to do a lot as well. Some of you are working with your energy. Some of you are, you know, quite like, oh, it's too much. But some of you may be reveling in this quick, fast pace. But the Temperance card is asking you to moderate, but also, you know, don't get too carried away, because that's when mistakes can actually come to. Aquarius, what's your main message for you to work with? You have, ooh, Cancer card. So the Cancer cards is, some of you may even be hiding this week, hiding behind like a shell. Don't want to be around too many people. You may want, there's things that I feel a lot of you are, it's not necessarily buried, but it might be things that, some things from the past could be coming up. So some of you may want to not be around too many people, not talk to a lot of people as well. It may be because, the sun's in your 8th house, and this is an emotional time for you. So even you being by yourself, I feel some of you could be like sorting out like paperwork, sorting out like anything to do with like inheritances or tax, or even like something to do with like your love life. But it's time, I'll obviously check in with people when you can, but and also let people know what's going on. But I do feel it's a very much an emotional time. The 2 card messages that you have is, let's see, 10 of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. This flew out of my hand. Sorry about that, Aquarius. So 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Wands is saying, as you can see, there's this man, he's got all of these wands and he is plugging away. Saturn in Sagittarius. So it is, I feel that some of you, because you're going within this week, and it might even be shocking to some people, there's things that you need to work out, and there's things that you might want to do by yourself. You may not want any like assistance or any help, but if there's things that you can't, if you find that you can't really emote, by all means, ask for the help, because sometimes 2 hands are better than 1. Even with the 7 of Pentacles, this is about you working hard towards a goal. I feel for a lot of you Aquarians, this is it's I feel it's all well and good you're working to. I feel that some of you are actually figuring things out from the past. It feels like quite a nostalgic time for a lot of you. And I feel that some of you may be going over some mistakes that that you made. So it's if you I feel, obviously it depends on how you feel, but it's really good to like talk to someone, or even write it down, because you don't want to be too hard on yourself this week, Aquarius. But I feel it's mostly mental, but I do feel that some of the energies are, it feels like it's not, it feels like a karmatic time, but it feels like there's things that you need to work on, and there's things that there might have been, I feel that some of it might be, some of you may be feeling that there was some missed opportunities that you had, and now you're working hard to not make sure that they happen again. Hence the reason why you are working on it by yourself. Pisces, what do you need to work with this week? You have Sagittarius. Now, you and Sagittarians get on very well. You get on very well. You're both ruled by Jupiter. So this is about you getting down to that grind. Some of you may even want to, relearn something this week. There feels like an air of excitement to really go there. I feel that some of you may even want to learn like a new language this week, anything like higher learning. Some of you may even be going back to college or school. So this is about buying up those books, getting those CDs to learn. Some of you could even actually want to like work with like a new mentor. I feel there's some newness coming to a lot of you, so there's some like sort of like excitement in the air, or maybe anticipation. But you as well could also be doing it very fast, and There may not be any faults in it too. So obviously take it slow, Pisces. You know, I know it's a very exciting time. You know, the new moon, we've got a full moon that's going into your sign. So this is going to cause some of you may be quite anxious, you know, because it's something you have to release. But, you know, it does feel very exciting. The card messages that you have. 2 card messages that you have, Pisces. Ooh. The 6 of Swords. And the Moon card reverse. So you really couldn't make this up, because this is actually saying, you know, even though it is reversed, from what it's saying to me, Pisces, that, you know, the excitement that you feel to, you know, do some like learning, you know, you're probably shooting from the hip a lot as well. Instead of doing too many things at the same time, you know, again, look at the one that you actually want to do, you know, because there might be so much things and opportunities coming towards you. So you have to pick the one you want and let go, or try to remember to let go of the things that you don't need. You know, you don't want to be overwhelmed, and you also don't want to be, you know, exhausted with all the things that you want to do. Okay, and even the Moon card is saying that it might be very hard for a lot of you to, you know, ground in an emotional way, because, you know, I think it was Scorpio that I just said that, you know, they probably find it this week very hard to ground as well. So, you know, the Moon card is actually ruled by you. So I feel some of you are not really, you know, even though the full moon is coming up into your sign, there is still this sort of like energy. And I feel that some of the energy that a lot of you Pisces have this week is because it might be anticipation. That's probably one of the reasons why you're on a roll. You're fired up. So the Moon card is saying, you know, really try to, you know, draw back when it needs to, you know, do some like meditation, do some spiritual work. And also this week, I forgot to say, Pisces, that, you know, we have the Sun opposing Neptune, which is going to actually make a lot of you see things for what they are not. So, you know, things can also be very up and down for you this week too. So, it's, you know, by all means, go ahead, you know, do that higher learning that you want to do, but also try and see things for what they're not, and also try to let go of things that you don't actually need to. Aries, let's see what card message you have to work with. Ooh, you have Pluto. Ooh. Now, Scorpio had Mars. This is really weird. Scorpio had Mars and you got Pluto. So it feels like quite an intense time. I feel a lot of you are doing some deep transformating work. You know, the Sun is in your 6th house. So a lot of you, I feel, are really, you know, getting back to basics, whether it's through fitness, eat healthy, eating healthier, but also you know, looking to change something in yourself. And it could actually make a lot of you feel very emotional. It could also make a lot of you quite fiery as well. So yeah, you know, it seems like a deep transformative time for a lot of you Aries. So some of you may even come across as very intense as well, very intense to people. They might not have seen this side to you as well before. The card messages that you have, ooh, is the Queen of Wands reverse, and you also got the 5 of Swords reversed. So I feel that the deep, you know, the deepness that a lot of you are feeling is making you, you know, I feel it's making a lot of you, you know, feel out of sorts, feel out of bounds, you know. This week it could be, you know, some of you could be thinking, oh, right, I'm going to do this, I don't care. And it could also sort of like put people off, you know, because they might be used to you being a certain way, and now you've come, like, you burst into the office being a completely different person. It could actually put people off. So You know, I feel that some of you just need to like listen to yourself more, like look into the mirror type of thing. You know, if you feel, you know, if, you know, there, I think there's a lot of people around you, you got good friends around you that will actually help draw you back. You know, even like the Five of Swords reversed, it can be, you know, it's quite a, the Five of Swords, whenever you see this card, it's very, it's not the best card to have. So it can, you know, it can come across as you being like quite, you know, some of you might, you know, the intensity that you have, it could, people could feel like you're bullying, or you're quite vindictive, or, you know, you're saying things and not really thinking, you know. But, you know, I think if you look deep down, there's obviously something different going on within you. So it's about explaining, or try to explain what's going on, so that, you know, people are not, you know, drawing themselves away from you. But, you know, Aries, you always can turn things around. You're very good at that. Taurus. Let's see what Taurus is. Taurus, you have Saturn. Ooh. And you know, Taurus, Saturn is in your 10th house. So this week, I feel for a lot of you, sorry about this, I feel for a lot of you Tauruses is, you know, you're getting back to that daily grind. You know, Saturn's in your 10th house. It's about you getting back to that daily grind. It's about you not wanting to be distracted or disturbed at work. It's about you, you know, because Saturn's a very serious sign. And, you know, you work very well with, you know, Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. But because it's an Aquarius, it squares you. So I feel that this week, especially from like Monday, you know, you are very much, you know, tending to your responsibilities. And I feel it's very much across the board. It's not just, you know, with work. I also feel it's home as well. You're going to take things a lot more seriously this week. It feels like something's on the line. I think this might definitely be in your head as well. The 2 card messages that you have. Ooh, you have the Queen of Cups, and you also have the King of Cups. So the King and Queen, this is about you standing in your power, standing in your strength. You know, I feel a lot of you Tauruses are going to be, you know, once you get that sort of downtime from all your responsibilities, you know, it's time for you to like relax, time for you to also tend to any like, you know, something that you've loved for a very long time. I feel that there's some opportunities that are going to come for you this week, Taurus. And the person could also be a Queen of Cups, you know, or even a King of Cups. They have seen that the work that you've done, and they, you know, they really much appreciate what you've done. So, you know, don't be surprised if you, you know, if you've got work that you're doing like a side hustle online. It could be like very much important people that are watching you, Taurus, and they want to like collaborate with you. This could be like a new income, a new type of creative skill, creativity. It could also be like a new contract as well. Listen to your heart. You know, King of Cups is about listening to your heart as well. Knowing your worth. Okay. Say no to what you don't actually believe in. Stand in your truth, because this is like a Scorpion card. So, you know, it's really good. It'll be really good if it actually, I feel it'll be very good for a lot of you Tauruses as well, because, you know, this year's probably been very much up and down for you. So the opportunities that come for you is all welcome. Gemini. Let's see what Gemini has. Gemini, you have Leo. Okay, so this is about a lot of you standing in your power, but also showing yourself, showing the side to yourself. It may not be very easy because, you know, the sun's in your 4th house, and this is about home and family. So for a lot of you Geminis, you know, this is about sort of like coming out a bit. Something you want to say, something you want to do, really show it, but also show your heart. Show that you care when you are talking to people. You know, really listen to what people are saying as well. Also try to be a bit, you know, this card is also saying to be a bit more playful. You know, show that sort of playful side, because some of you may be, you know, not only quite emotional, but also, you know, there's not that playfulness that's coming out this week. 2 card messages you have, let's see, is, ooh, you have the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So it's a mix and match. So you Geminis, you know, there's some things I feel that you know, the fact that, you know, some of you, because a lot of you air signs are very much within, you know, but I feel that, you know, the 9 of Cups is showing you like it's about wishes. So some of you have probably got a lot of like ideas that you want to come into fruition, and these can actually come true, you know, but it's going within that Leo, showing that heart. And I feel that the wishes that can come true is if you remember to have that side to you, you know, not burying it, not by being cold or by being, you know, just talking for the sake of talking. It's showing that side that you have. And, you know, miracles can definitely happen. There's also, you have the 5 of Cups. It's asking you to like leave a part of you that is, you know, sort of holding you back. Some of the things that I feel could be holding you back this week as well, Gemini, is this could be, you know, something that someone said, something that you said, or it could be something from the past. It could be like what a partner said as well. That's one of the reasons why a lot of you are not shining the best that you want to. It's about leaving it behind. And, you know, you can't really change anything as well at the moment, but you can also better yourself. So just knowing that you're that lovable person is all good. Cancer, what message do you have? So Cancer, you have, ooh, Virgo card. And it's really strange because, you know, Virgo, the sun is in your 3rd house. So Virgo card, you know, this is about your communication, but also getting down to work, getting down to like your duties, completing tasks. Is there anything that a lot of you Cancers want to actually do that you didn't actually get to do? Now is that time. You know, I feel some of you may be taking things very seriously this week. You don't want no stone unturned, but you also some of you may not want to be very much distracted as well, because when you're going through anything, when you're feeling quite serious, you I feel some of you are extremely like making sure that, you know, you complete things that you need to complete. So if you find that there's things that you actually want to do, it's really best to write it down, and just tick it off. But also, you know, don't feel too hard on yourself this week if things don't really pan out that way. You and Virgos are very similar in that sense. The 2 card messages you have is the Knight of Pentacles, and you also have the 2 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles, this is about messages coming. I feel that there's a lot of good messages that can actually come. These messages can actually come from your mind. You know, some of you are feeling, you know, some of you may be feeling very creative. You know, I've said this so many times, but a lot of Cancers are very good writers. You're very good at emoting what you're feeling onto the paper. I feel some of these messages could actually come via social media. So if you've got like a social media page, there could be, I feel that someone could actually be privately messaging you, liking what they've seen, and they want to maybe collaborate with you in some way. This could also bring, you know, new income or more income for a lot of you. Then you have the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is, you know, someone blinded by what's actually going on. It is reversed. So I feel for a lot of you Cancers this week is, you know, opening up to what's not there as well. Just be mindful that, I've said this to another sign as well, that there may be someone that could be quite deceptive. There could be a Libra. There could be, yeah, I feel there could be a Libra. So they may be, or it could be a partner Libra, also it could be someone that's in contact with you, or you yourself may be sun, moon, or rising in moon or rising in Libra. So some of you may not want to, you may want to like blind yourself to something that is very important, or someone may even charm you this week. You may be taken in and not really seeing things. And I think maybe because, Neptune is highlighting Pisces this week, and it can very much blind a lot of us. So it's about opening up to seeing what's not being said, but also, speaking your truth, speaking if you know something is wrong. Okay. Last but not least, we have Leo. So Leo, what do you have? What messages do you have? A planet or a sign? You have the sun. You really couldn't make this up, and you're ruled by the sun, Leo. So as you can see, this person is not only very serious, but they are determined to shine. Okay, so a lot of shine this week, a lot of stepping into that, stepping out of the shadow, Leo, and stepping right in. I feel there's a bit of a transformation that is happening for a lot of you, Leo. Some of you may have to work really hard to transform yourself. Some of you may have to work really hard to really, get that light burning, because a lot of you are working on other things and there's something that is left behind, and this may be to do with your creativity. Okay, so you have to let that shine. The card messages that you have. Ooh, you have the Seven of Swords, and you also have the Three of Cups. So the Seven of Swords is showing you, Leo, that there's something that not only do you have to, leave behind, but I feel that some of you are not really feeling within yourself. And this could be because there may be some naysays, there could be some gossip that's going on. There could also be someone that said something and it's made a lot of you feel quite insecure, and it constantly probably is playing on your mind, so that's probably why your light doesn't feel it's shining as much. And also you have the Three of Cups, which is showing you, if you maintain that strength within and not think about negative things, success is not only guaranteed, but you're going to, it's about you really connecting to people that you love and not listening to anything that's very negative. You don't want your light never really dims, Leo. If your light does dim, that is to do with you not listening to your heart. Okay, so surround yourself with people that you love. Surround yourself with people that are your people. It could be your sisters, it could be family and friends, it could be like really close people. So surround yourself with people that that don't dim your light, that help with your confidence, that help you, that is not trying to outshine you in any way, or they're not, they're positive people. Some of you may even be seeking to be around positive people as well. There could be new friends coming, because when that light is shining, people that are on a higher vibration like yourself, they will come to you, and you may not even be thinking like that. You may just thinking, I was working on myself, working on my confidence, and you just naturally draw people to you. Okay, so guys, that was your weekly tarot message for all the signs for the week of Monday the 13th. I hope you guys have a lovely week. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will be back next week with the weeklies, and also check out my dailies that I do as well on a general for everyone. Okay, so thanks very much, guys, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.